This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
SOE controller on investigations. More store items confiscated. And 2024 academic year officially opened. A very good evening. This is National Emtv News. I'm Grace Papiali. Thank you for joining us. With a reflection on what transpired on 10th of January, dubbed as Black Wednesday for PNG, NCD SOE controller Donald Yamasombi today assured that the objective of the SOE is to retain normalcy in the nation's capital.
Expressing that the disciplinary forces are now working around the clock and together during the SOE period in the nation's capital, Mr. Yamasombi, who is also the acting police commissioner, says that the objective of the SOE is to regain normalcy, maintain peace, and of course restore confidence of the people in the city. He says with investigations into the police department underway, not only one division is blamed for what transpired on 10th January.
Yeah, at this stage, we are not pointing fingers at any one particular section or division of the police, because what happened on that Wednesday took us by surprise, because everyone were conversing on our police two-way radio network, and everyone congregated and the whole hell broke loose. So our investigations are currently on foot, and we will identify those that took lead in this, but we are not pointing fingers at a particular division.
He further went on to assure that pay has been fixed for the coming fortnight.
I'd say this to our men and women in blue right across the country, that their pay has been fixed. The pay come tomorrow. They should get back their pay. There shouldn't be any more problems. We have rectified that problem.
This is the NCD SOE controller's appeal to the general public.
My message to us Papua New Guineans is, please, let's respect one another.
He emphasizes that with the academic year open, the city needs to be safe for students to return to school going forward. Natasha Rovoy, National, MTV News.
Although the controller and also acting commissioner of police, Donald Yamasombi, mentions that he could not comment on the glitch that set off events of 10th January. He reiterates on the ongoing investigations into the matter and officers involved.
The glitch that has happened, currently there are two investigations running parallel. One is conducted from the Chief Secretary's office, looking at all the government agencies that were involved in that. That I will not dwell on, but I can say from the police side of the house, we have two investigations running parallel currently. One is looking at the conduct of the police men and women at that time. So we are looking at it from a discipline angle. So the Internal Affairs Directorate is doing an investigation on that, whilst the Criminal Investigations Directorate is looking at criminal actions that were done by our men and women.
Prime Minister and Treasurer James Marape has issued a directive to the Department of Labour and Employment, emphasizing the urgent need to address the long-standing minimum wage issue.
The directive comes in the wake of a meeting between Prime Minister Marape and the Labour and Employment Minister Kassi Sawang, where discussions revolved around various challenges faced by the department. Marape states that the minimum wage issue has been outstanding since 2014. The Prime Minister has instructed Minister Sawang that the minimum wage of $3.50 per hour should be reviewed to align with the escalating cost of living and changes in the consumer price index. Marape says the comprehensive report will be presented to him at the earliest opportunity, allowing them to determine a fair rate that considers the plight of the low-wage earners, while ensuring the continued viability of the companies, particularly small businesses. He says they are committed to striking a fair balance between the welfare of employees and the sustainability of businesses. He concludes that this initiative reflects Pangu Party's unwavering commitment to ensuring that everyone in the economy can navigate these challenging economic times successfully. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Tachenko held a meeting with heads of diplomatic missions and the international community today in Port Moresby. This comes after his commencement in office with the aim to reinstall and regain the confidence of the international community.
Tachenko's reinstatement has come with a huge task of regaining the confidence of the international community in the country, as well as with the country's bilateral and multilateral partners abroad, following the Black Wednesday mayhem on January 10, 2024. In commending Prime Minister James Marape for his reappointment, he stated that he aims to give PNG's international partners assurance of the government's support towards them. He highlighted that moving forward, the department will review and implement new regulations and policies to avoid future occurrence of riots. Furthermore, Tachenko assured the head of diplomatic missions and the international community that he will keep them informed on all national government directives and priorities going forward. Gladys Kila, National Emtv News.
Meanwhile, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Justin Tachenko, has outlined a priority list for the department, as well as addressing the tasks and challenges that lay ahead for the department moving forward. He made his statement in a press conference held today.
Minister Tachenko strongly emphasized the need to regain the confidence of the international community and organizations here and abroad is of paramount priority for the Foreign Affairs Department. One of his objectives is to ensure they understand crucial and important information in relation to the national government's approach in dealing with the aftermath of the recent events in Port Moresby and the country. Minister Tachenko added that the department is also committed to work with the missions and honorary council to ensure that information to roll out assistance, programs, projects, and laws and regulations is available to all. Another priority is to ensure all outstanding agreements, treaties, and MOU that the government had undertaken and signed is guaranteed. Moreover, to ensure the foreign policy white paper is professionally completed.
It will take us forward into the future and guide us what we will be doing and who will be associating ourselves with and where we stand in the international community. That allows us as well to put our feet down and then as countries and as missions where we stand in foreign policy. So you're crystal clear, there's no clouded area.
Furthermore, the need to complete all reforms and restructure with the long overdue corporate plan. The minister revealed there is a lack of qualified staff in foreign affairs. Hence, it will be a priority to ensure that all foreign mission positions that PNG has around the world are occupied by a genuine, experienced and qualified Papua New Guineans. The minister stated that funding has been put in place by the government. This is to enable the department implement programs and activities without hindrance and to achieve their goals and objectives at the highest level.
And we thank the government for continually supporting and having confidence in us to make the Premier Department, because I see Foreign Affairs as the Premier Department in this government. Rising up there, being in the forefront is very important, and we must keep that dignity and protocol and respect.
Gladys Gilla, National Emtv News.
Security team from CPL assisted by Mike 11 Mobile Squad Northern Mobile Group and Sector Patrol Zone 1 Command have confiscated warehouse items belonging to CPL at Rainbow in Port Moresby. The team conducted search around 1 to 2 p.m. this afternoon. They managed to confiscate warehouse items that included large store air conditioning units and deep freezers from the residents that live opposite the back of the Rainbow Stop and Shop outlet. Although some residents claim that they safeguarded these items from the looting and burning of the shop and claimed compensation, they were informed by authorities that such claims of compensation shouldn't be imposed, as it is against the state of emergency protocol and will be seen as a form of extortion. They could be charged for stealing with intention under the Criminal Offence Act. They are to volunteer to hand over the looted properties. National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National Emtv News. The 2024 academic year has been officially launched by the Education Minister, Jimmy Uguro, during the NCD Teachers Dedication Service at the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby.
Thank you.
The Sir John Guy Stadium was filled to its capacity with all the teachers and headmasters from preschools, primary and secondary schools, including all the TVETs within the nation's capital during the NCD Teachers Dedication Service.
There are few that still exist.
Addressing these teachers was the Minister for Education, Jimmy Uguro, where he reaffirmed the government's tireless commitment of prioritizing education and taking on the responsibility to pay for all the students' school fees.
Transformation. Your government has paid your school fees subsidy already, 100% food, 100% project fees, 100% GDFS subsidy. So like Secretary says, don't charge your students' school fees. Be lenient. Your government has already subsidized your school fees. Your teacher's job not to say for school fees, you teach them.
The minister then urged the parents to ensure their children are attending classes comes the 29th of this month.
Look after your kids, feed them, clothe them, house them, discipline them, advise them, guide them. So we stop all the lootings going on here and there.
He then urged the teachers to adapt to work culture given that the future of this nation depends on them and placed emphasis on the influence these teachers have on each student's lives.
Message to teachers, we must have a work culture. You serve your country with your heart. Don't serve your country on position, the love of money, and favoritism. You must work as you are called to serve. You must serve your country with all your heart, all your energy, because the future of the country depends on education. The future of this country depends on teachers. Teachers anywhere and everywhere in the world carve the nation. Teachers carve the nation.
The minister then officially pronounced the opening of the 2024 academic year. Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News.
Education Minister Jimmy Uguro has revealed that the department will undergo reform, highlighting that the national government has already approved it, and a team is ready to visit all schools to contribute to the reform. This was revealed today at the NCD Teachers' Dedication Ceremony in the nation's capital.
In the presence of these hundreds of teachers attending the NCD Teachers' Dedication Service today, the minister responsible disclosed to them the new reform in the Education Department.
And the new reform that we are now creating is called PNC Education Transformation Vision 75. We want to do the same old thing differently. We are going to erase some areas in education and maintain some and reconstruct the way we do business in the education sector. So we have a team in place already and they are working on the education sector, the education reform, the vision, and our government has already approved that.
The minister also revealed to them that the department going forward will ensure teachers are paid according to their qualifications and will prioritize accommodations for the next 50 years.
We have a lot of auto suspension system we carried from 1975 up. We are not prepared to carry auto suspension to the next 50-year journey. It will be a thing of the past. There won't be any more auto suspension. Your government is committed to remove auto suspension program. Those teachers who are now on different levels of payments or positions, in the next 50 years, you won't be paid on teaching service positions. You will be paid on your qualification.
Minister Uguro added that in the reform, the department will make sure that teachers with diploma and degrees will be engaged in early childhood learning.
With early childhood program at a 4-year-old. 4-year-old child. How do we do that? The teachers on elementary school now will become the early childhood teachers, and they will not be using certificate and grade 6, grade 8, grade 10, grade 12, and counselors and pastors teaching those early childhood program. There will be diploma and degree teachers teaching those early childhood program.
Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News.
The Paradise College School 3 top performing students placed on 1st, 2nd and 3rd in the country following the 2023 Grade 12 National Examination results were awarded a vehicle each. Students within the top 100 category were awarded a laptop each.
The Year 12 students of Paradise College were called in today to be presented with gifts of placing in the top 3 and top 100 students. History has been made for Paradise College as the top 3 who topped the Grade 12 National Examinations was from Paradise College out of the 32,000. Placing first was Tevita Moala, second David Pangun, and third Shayna Megdua, who've all got selected to attend tertiary institutions this year. Tevita and David got selected to study at the University of Papua New Guinea, and Shayna got selected to study at the Divine Word University. These 3 students were awarded with 3 vehicles each for their outstanding performance in the 2023 Grade 12 National Examination. Those students placed in the top 100 category were awarded laptops. Tevita Moala, placed first in the country, shares about his experience.
When I first found out that I ranked number 1 in the country, I was flabbergasted. I was shocked that I actually accomplished that, because that was had been one of my goals from when I set in grade 10, that I would top the country in grade 12, and I think that I was really helped by the school, because they instilled a culture of studying and always doing my work and working with my head down and doing the best that I can, and never giving up.
Mary Sapak, Tevita's mother, also shared delights towards her son's achievement.
Both my kids, Colin and Tevita, they've both attended this school, and Colin was ducked last year, and Tevita will top the country. We're very, very proud of them. They work late, wake up very early, and it's just a great reward. So I'm very thankful to the school and to the teachers, especially to Mr. Shafak, because I know he's pushed the two boys very hard, especially Tevita. So I'm very thankful.
The Paradise College School, situated in the Skyview Estate in the nation's capital. Claire Mauta, National MTV News.
The new Kumul Petroleum Academy facility will have strict capacity to train 400 to 500 students. This capacity of the school was explained by Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited Managing Director Wapu Song recently. Following the recent announcement of the partnership between Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited and Site Group to expand and upgrade its training in the country, KPHL Managing Director Wapu Song explained the capacity requirement.
So when I say 400 to 500 at a time, it could be 6 months training and then another 6 months. So you could do almost 1,000 students in a 12-month period.
Wapu Song stated that it is not necessary for the academy to be stationed elsewhere in the country. The academy possesses certain requirements.
It will have requirements that students will have to meet. So this is sort of the high end, if you like, of the training. So year 12 has minimum requirements, and then people that are already working as well that want to reskill in different areas, especially resource projects, or upgrade their certification and go up the ladder. Advanced training as well. So.
The missing link between Tabubil in Western Province and Telefomin District in the hinterlands of West Sepik Province has finally been bridged with the completion of the Tabubil to Telefomin Highway. The highway link was officially opened by the Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso at Urapmin village in Telefomin last Friday.
In the past, access to this part of the country was only by air or on foot. For most that travel by foot, it takes about 3 days to even a week to reach the nearest town, Tabubil. This was the sad reality for the people from the Telefomin area even before PNG took independence. This struggle will now be considered history for these people once the road link between Telefomin Station and Tabubil to Kiunga in the Western Province is completed. Local MP and Minister for Works and Highways, Solan Mirisim, said a lot of people said it was impossible to construct a road in this extremely difficult terrain, but they have proven them wrong. Mirisim said the road will now open doors for more development in the district.
You must have a mass. You must sing. Also, time road he come, let me bring him to this come. Time this road, time you look him car come up here, development come now. Development come.
Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso described the road as an engineering feat and further proof that this road, through the Pango government's flagship program Connect PNG, is delivering.
So Mipla member, kain mano se member blue may ogara member now sinane. Mipla work in this tasking. Mipla challenging Mipla yet that we must reach the unreached, our rural population, our people, to make certain that this all service must go come up long all. This all policies that Mipla talk to parliament, must go come up lo house to long all. Inoblo toku ina paira nothing lo parliament. Now me come sanap lo here. Me pili mosem, yes, true. Me walk blow me.
Rosso said the successful connection of this missing link is a result of consistency and good governance, and he commended Minister Mirisim and the people of Telefomin.
No one wants something to come up inside law, one per day or one per week or one per month. You need him time and consistency, all get a time. Now you need him performing, strategic, thinking member. Want the government, he can stand up backside lamb. Now work him strategic, thinking, now straight him, want all good public servants, lo implement him this law something.
Edson Kuso, National, MTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed 1 point lower at $0.2675 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2600 US, 0.3913 Australian dollars, 0.2310 euro, 38.20 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copper closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to National MTV News. Education Minister Jimmy Uguro, when emphasizing on teachers' accommodations, triggered mixed rowdy reactions from the teachers during the NCD Teachers Dedication Service hosted at the Sir John Guy Stadium complex today.
Teachers' accommodation has been one of the long-standing issues for most of these teachers for over many years. During the NCD Teachers Dedication Service, when the Education Minister indicated that teachers' accommodation will be captured in the education reform for the next 50 years, a spark disgruntled reaction came from these teachers in the nation's capital.
Teachers' housing or accommodation must be priority. Must be priority.
For teachers in the nation's capital, it was challenging to cope with the high rental payments, with limited space that's not suitable for many to relax and prepare and plan the lessons for its schooling days. MTV caught up with these two teachers and they have shared their opinion regarding the teachers' accommodation. Benson Nawe strongly emphasized that the government should look into addressing the teachers' accommodation issues and point out one of the solutions for consideration.
All this little money all ximiam all renting room na 200-300 kin all renting room gen na time all budget him lol beginning lol em ko hardly click. So accommodation must come full package one time accommodation allowance must come one time this package lol teacher lol. But suppose all in all making most all must provide him accommodation lol teachers. Building plenty houses, all schools, and all sleep on the slab, all relax now, almost no can catch him pass, almost sleep on school yet, and almost go teach him all beginning.
Leo Thomas echoed the same sentiment, highlighting on the importance of teachers' welfare that is crucial for quality outcome.
I will mention it was 50 years time, but building more housing side of teachers, and 50 years and too much. Sampai ba dai finish na go na sampai all new plaka me mul ba benefit lo dista one em lo side housing lo teacher so we need to starting lo now so now all starting dista one em topic lo building more housing lo teachers we need lo making more house lo now at na goes beyond lo all next new generation so next teachers coming lo future don't plat same big something so now we looking now big something no come up lo side lo housing na lo settlement em mad life kan so we teacher we need lo sit down relaxing mind na by me focus lo okimol lesson planning lo students na.
Sharon Engnui, National MTV News.
Peter Siamalili Jr. has been appointed as Minister for Police in a continuation of his role as Minister for Internal Security that he had occupied since the start of the 11th Parliament. In taking up the new role specifically focused on strengthening policing in the nation, the minister stated that the past 18 months have highlighted the need for ongoing coordination between relevant domestic security ministries and agencies.
Enhancing internal security, Minister Chiamelili said having the Ministry for Internal Security in place since the formation of government enabled a greater focus on domestic security coordination. The need for integration between key ministries and departments was the necessity that the Ministry for Internal Security anticipated. He says under the Ministry of Internal Security, they brought key areas closer together including police, correctional services, the National Identification Project, and the private security industry. The police minister says the looting and destruction of Black Wednesday on January 10th has taught security agencies a number of lessons, which includes better intelligence gathering on criminals who instigate unrest and the need to bolster their quick reaction capacity to calm civil unrest. He stressed that Black Wednesday was the most extensive disorder the country witnessed. He upheld that they will be better prepared for any future unrest, particularly in Port Moresby where the risk is higher. This includes making sure that the NCD and Central Command is prepared with immediate standby assets, including water cannon trucks, sufficient tear gas, and the introduction of rubber bullets or beanbag rounds. Estagane, National Emtv News.
Prime Minister James Marape has underscored the government's commitment to delivering development for the people of Papua New Guinea, emphasizing the responsibility of the 6 newly appointed ministers and those reshuffled.
Prime Minister Marape reiterated that his government is now into its second year in office, and he reminds the new ministers and those reshuffled that their job is to deliver development to the people. He further highlighted the strategic placement of ministers to ensure specific sectors are revitalized and operating at full capacity. He says those appointed are expected to step up and deliver in their respective roles. Marape emphasized the equal importance of all ministries, stating there is no big minister or small ministry. All ministers are the same. In a house of equals, some were picked ahead of others, considering regional and political party balances in the government coalition. He also considered young leaders, taking into account that they are the future. The Prime Minister made the 6 new ministerial appointments and reshuffled cabinet last Thursday. Estagane, National Emtv News.
This afternoon at around 7 minutes past 1 p.m., Ramu Power Grid experienced a partial system outage. The whole of Highlands provinces and Medang are without power supply as of this afternoon. PNG Power is yet to identify the cause of this partial outage. PPL will advise on the fault and restoration work in due course. About 100 eco-tourists have arrived at Morobe Small Village and Lasanga Island with Lababia Island recently in Morobe Province. They have started their tourism journey to experience the region's rich offerings. In a landmark move for tourism, Huon Gulf District, encompassing Salamaua LLG and Morobe LLG, had welcomed the Australian cruise ship Coral Adventurer. The tourists have ventured into activities such as bird watching, rafting and diving, cultural experiences, and so on. Organized by Melanesian Tourist Service, the cruise ship arrives twice a year. Meanwhile, Huon District have conducted on-site assessments to report to the Huon Gulf District Development Authority. This aims to secure funding for tourism product development for local tour operators. National Emtv News continues after the break with Trukai Sport. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Our province will be the host for the 10th PNG Games in the year 2032, as announced by the PNG Sports Foundation during its two-day sporting conference held here in Port Moresby.
PNG Sports Foundation Chief Executive Officer Albert Veratao called upon the Oro Province Bidding Committee to share their remarks and thoughts following the announcement of the 10th PNG Games host in 2032. The Oro Province Committee Development Officer Benson McRubens represented the province to make a few remarks.
Got the 9th game, it would be better. But it's even better now getting the 10th game, because it gives us ample time to organize ourselves, prepare ourselves very well. In the past, we participated as just participating provinces. This time, we will be participating knowing that we are going to be bidding the next one. So we intend to learn as much as we can from what ICPIC will be doing.
Adding on, John Iga, a member of the Oro Province Bidding Committee, also shared his thoughts.
Forward to be part of the team. Would like to also thank all our politicians, our PEC members, our elected members from the province who are always supporting us to participate in these games. And we look forward to see that Oro will host the 10 PNG Games. We invite you all, Papua New Guinean colleagues from the provinces, please feel welcome to come and see Oro Province. Thank you.
3 provinces took part in the bidding to host the 9th and the 10th PNG Games. That includes ICPIC, Oro, and Eastern Highlands Province. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
In a thrilling final in Auckland, the Papua New Guinea women's cricket team clinches victory, successfully defending their Pacific Cup championship title against Aotearoa Maori. The team secures the win by 5 wickets.
The Papua New Guinea Lewas showcases exceptional bowling skills, strategically limiting run opportunities for the New Zealand team throughout the match. Today, the crowned champions returned home, greeted with joy and celebration as family and relatives warmly welcomed them at the Jacksons Airport International Terminal.
We've always been told that we're one of the best field inside, and whenever we get the opportunity to go out and train, and with the coaches that has been helping us, whenever we get the chance to go out and have field-in sessions, all the girls always give the 110%, and I think that's one of the reasons it showed in the finals back in Auckland, which the field-in side was really strong, and yeah, we got some great catches from each individual from the team, so yeah.
Speaking about their triumph, Brenda Tau, captain of PNG Lewas, expresses pride in her team's performance, describing the competition as tough but highlighting their resilience and determination. PNG Lewas! James Kuken, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
You're watching Trukai Sports. In the off-season Hohola Rugby League matches at Burns Peak Park, excitement fills the air as teams compete in round 7. The first matches were between B-grade categories.
The first matches witnessed Liwako Pride taking on 2BK United, Ipili Nuggets facing Tok Springboks, 313 Jets challenging Epari Roosters, and Silag Hornbill squaring off against NBC Watchdogs. Hohola off-season head coordinator Omega Nari emphasizes their commitment to completing the round games and knock-off matches. Anticipation builds as they gear up for the final scheduled for early next month.
We've got 3 more rounds left before the top 16 finals. And which top 8 teams to each pool, Pool A and Pool B, which Pool A consists of our in-house team at the Hohola area, and Pool B and our outside team, Port Moresby, especially it's dominated by our teams Moresby Northeast, mostly Moresby Northeast and Moresby Northwest, especially outside Gero, Wagani, so.
Nari notes a noticeable improvement in rugby standards compared to previous years, showcasing the dedication and progress within Ho'ola Rugby League. James Guken, Krukai Sports.
After the completion of the National Gaming Control Board Ipatas Cup Enga Challenge over the weekend, 2 teams have qualified and will go into the Highlands Challenge.
The 3 days NGCB Ipatas Cup Enga Challenge successfully ended yesterday with Yanarin Tigers and Prum Panthers awarded with gold passes to advance into the NGCB Ipatas Cup Highlands Challenge next week. Former PNG Kumul's forward and Yanarin Tigers coach Leo Kondai congratulated his players and team officials for winning all the 3 games in the Pool A match, coming home with a golden pass to qualify for the challenge next week. The Prum Panthers and Yanarin Tigers, with other gold pass winners of the other Highlands Provinces Rugby League teams, will battle it out to claim the Highlands Regional Rugby League Championship title, with games to be held in Western Highlands Province and Jiwaka Province respectively. Tamara Agavi, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather forecast for the next 24 hours in the southern region: Port Moresby City, cloudy periods with some rain at times. Daru, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Kerema, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Alotau, mostly cloudy with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, cloudy periods with few showers or drizzles. In the Momase region, Ley City, cloudy periods. Medang, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Wewak, mostly cloudy with few rain showers. Vanimo, cloudy periods with some showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with some rain showers. Kavieng, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with possible brief showers. Kimbe, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy with brief afternoon showers or drizzles. Gorokabans and Kudiawa, partly cloudy with few afternoon showers and drizzles. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy with few afternoon showers and drizzles.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 22nd of January 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Stud Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.